Snow? Daffodils? All together? Perfect for my name of Snow Gardener 307. Join me today as we do our weekly check-in. How did we do?
You had me at hello.
Good morning, everyone. Marlene, aka Snow Gardener 307, here with you today. Yes, can you believe the snow? This is why I have the name Snow Gardener 307. I am an avid gardener, and there's snow on May 10th. But let's go ahead and get started. We are going to be doing our weekly check-in. We are also going to be talking about what my goal and my challenge is for myself this week. So stay tuned for that. We are going to be doing our Savopoly roll today as well. So let's go ahead and get started. I've got my Erin Condren 7x9 right here, and we are going to go ahead and go into May. Now, I do need to tell you guys, I have changed things up a little bit. And as we all know, those of us in the budgeting world, it seems like we are always constantly changing, striving for things to get a little bit better and a little bit easier for us. So for the first time since I've used my Erin Condren for over a year, I have decided to put my bills in here. These are just my bills. They're not my husband's bills. I was afraid if I put my husband's bills in here too, it would be way too busy. And so all of these stickers that you see in here so far are bills, except for the Savopoly for today, which we will go ahead and take care of. So we are going to be checking in from the 30th all the way through the 9th. So we had a long week. Let's see how we did. I'm going to go ahead and grab out my cash dividers. For those of you guys that are new here, welcome. Thank you for joining me. For those of you guys that have been here with me the entire time, thank you as well. I do want to remind you guys to go ahead and like the video. It really helps my channel out, and consider subscribing. Okay, let's go ahead and grab all of these. Now, this is a good sign, right? We still have money in here. So that is amazing. The first thing we're going to go ahead and check in for is going to be our grocery. And we are going to be using our calendar layout. And we are going to be using our weekly check-in. So we started the week with $800. Let me tell you guys really quickly that for my groceries, for my food category, I do not carry all $800 with me the entire month. I divide it down to $200 a week. So I just pulled this money right here out of my sinking fund binder. So let's make sure there's $600 in here for the next 3 weeks. So we have got $100, $200, $300, $400, $500, and $600. I'm going to go ahead and take this $200, put it aside because it is a new week, so that $200 will be going in. So let's take a look at our grocery category right here. Just so you know, when I broke a $100 bill, somebody didn't have a lot of change. It was a brand new drawer, and so luckily they were able to make change. But it looks like I have a lot of money in here, but I just have a lot of small bills. I already have my stickers filled out to put on my calendar. So let's see. And you could see right here. So I made a mistake right here. I had the $800 deposit. And then over here, you see that I only counted what I had for the week. So I need to correct that. So this obviously would be 786. And this would be 736. I know it's not very pretty, but I'll know what it is. And right here, I couldn't figure out why my stuff was short. And it's because I actually had 2 separate transactions at Ridley's that day. One in the liquor store and one in the grocery store. So I just went ahead and added them together. And so we've got 2 transactions, actually. We've got $14 on the 30th. And we've got $50 on the 6th. So we spent $64. And that leaves us with $736. Now, we are going to be taking the $136 and using that tomorrow for our Transfer Tuesday. So let's make sure we have $136. We've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, and 36. So we have got 136, but we are not going to be rolling that forward. So we are going to go ahead and put that we removed, the 136. So that is going to start us out with $600 starting in the second week. I'm going to put this back in my wallet with a note that it is for Transfer Tuesday. I am so excited about Transfer Tuesday tomorrow. And I have something new to share with you guys, so make sure you stay tuned tomorrow. So we've got this money. I'm just going to paper clip it together and put it in my wallet, and I know that's for Transfer Tuesday. I'm going to go ahead and grab this $200 I set aside and put it into my grocery divider so that I can go grocery shopping today. We're going to put that in my wallet. So groceries, we have got a $14 sticker and a $50 sticker, and we did Ridley's on the 30th. Now, I know that this is my May calendar, but to make my tracking easier, I am going to go ahead and just put it right here because that is when my tracking started. And then the $50 happened on the 6th, so I'll go ahead and put that here. And we already counted both of those. Just so you guys know, all of these stickers are from Sarah Marie, except for the payday stickers, and quite honestly, I can't remember where I got those. And then next, we are going to go ahead and do the car. Let's see, is that right? Is that what we're going to do next? I always forget what order I have these in, so maybe I'm going to change my mind. Nope, next we're going to do me. So my money, let's see how I did. This is always a challenge for me, and I am trying to not spend all of my money because I want to be able to take my allowance, whatever I have left over this month, and my allowance next month. I want to be able to use it on vacation if I want to. So here's my cash divider, and look at this poor $5 bill. What happened there? Did somebody chew on that? So it shows that I had 2 transactions. So I had shakes for $9, and then when I went to get my son last night, I stopped at Obo's and grabbed myself a drink. Obo's is a local gas station here, and don't remember when we did shakes. Let's see, it was the day that I went to my daughter's last band concert ever. So very sad, and that would have been on Tuesday was her concert. So I'm going to go ahead and put down Sonic right here. And so that was, I bought myself a shake, my daughter a shake, and her boyfriend a shake because it was their happy hour. And I ordered the wrong kind of shakes. I ordered them wrong. It was supposed to be an Oreo cheesecake shake, and somehow I just ended up ordering us a cheesecake shake, but they were delicious. So $9 for those. And then last night when I fueled up, I grabbed myself that drink. I have not been buying soda at the grocery store, and it's kind of kicking my butt. And even at the Obo's, though, I just went ahead and got an iced tea, so that was a good decision. Let's make sure that we have $125 left. So for those of you guys that have never watched my videos or maybe missed last month's closeout, I had overspent my allowance by $14 last month. So I started myself with $136 this month because I put that $14 back into the account where the overage came from. So all I spent was $11, so I should have $125 left over. We've got this half-eaten $5 bill right here, so we've got 5, 20, and 100. Doing good on that. I am thinking about possibly using this for the eyelash extensions. Some of you guys told me just go ahead and treat yourself for the vacation. So I might be using it for that. We're still kind of playing that waiting game. I think I did pretty dang good. I'm super happy with that. I already have my Sarah Marie stickers ordered for June, so I'm good for those. But of course, I did see her July stickers came out, so I might order my July as well so that when I get back from my vacation in June, I don't have to worry about it. Then we're going to go ahead and talk about fuel and my car or gas fund. Oops, let's go ahead and write these totals in here. I apologize, jumping ahead of the game. Lose my mind, lose my head, right? If it wasn't attached. So we spent $11 and we have $125 remaining there. And then we are going to talk about fuel. So I have 3 separate transaction stickers for fuel. It has been a busy week. I have went to my daughter's band concert, which was 100 miles away in the middle of the week. And I've also did kid transfers every weekend, which is 50 miles each way. So it seems to really be eating up my gas money. So I had to fuel up on the 30th. And on the 30th, I spent $40. And then on the 4th, when I was in Rock Springs for my daughter's band concert, I spent $35. And last night, before I went to pick my son up, I went ahead and threw another $30 in there. So that's a lot of gas money already gone. We're going to have to see if we're able to stay on budget with that. We spent $105 on gas already out of our $200 budget. I am a little bit afraid that this is going to end up being over budget. Of course, this was a little bit longer week, but we shall see what happens. This next week and the week after, I am going to have trips as well. So I'm probably going to have to get into my sinking fund for the car to pull some more of that out. But that's life, right, everybody? You budget for a certain thing, and if we go over for something like gas, it's not like I want to spend all that money on gas. It's a need. So $40 on the 30th. We got that. And then on the 4th, we had $35, and that was my trip to Rock Springs when I got the Sonic. And then last night on the 9th, I spent $30 on gas. And if you guys hear the heater kick on, I hope it's not too loud. It is cold here. Obviously, I showed you guys the snow, so the heater is running, and that's okay. I've got my warm fuzzy socks on and everything because I am freezing my tushy off. I'm ready for some warm weather, but this is why we live in Wyoming, because the cold keeps all the people away. Not really. I live in Wyoming because I love it here. I love living in a small area, and I grew up in Wyoming, so home is what it is. I can't imagine living in a big city. I do enjoy watching other people's videos. One of my favorite YouTubers to watch with some city views and stuff is Brina with a Twist. She lives in New York City, and I just enjoy, she'll go live and she'll just be walking in the city, and I just really enjoy that. So if you're into that kind of stuff, make sure you go check out Brina's channel, and hers is Brina with a Twist. So the next category we're going to talk about is our home fund, and our home fund has seen some action. It has seen some withdrawals and some deposits. So let's walk through this and talk about it. So I redid our bedroom. I'm still waiting for the rest of the stuff to get here, but I'm waiting on curtains right now, and in next month's budget, I'm going to have some blackout curtains ordered. And the reason for that is I am a shift worker. So I work night shifts and I work day shifts, and my room right now is beautiful and bright, and I love it because I'm on day shift. But when night shift comes, I'm not going to like it very well because it's going to make it hard to sleep. So I spent $45 on paint. However, this was paint and a few other things. I was able to sell one of the gallons of paint that I bought for $25. So we put that back on there. If you watched my video for my husband's paycheck, I already explained this to you. So that's where the $25 came back. And then at Family Dollar, I bought a couple little decor things and some pillows. And so I spent $23. So we actually spent $45 and $23. So we spent $78. And that was out of the home fund. And this is a dual category. So I put the line in between because it's for home and miscellaneous fun. So that leaves me $57. And I am going to make a note over here. I'm going to put paint and decor. And that way I'll remember exactly what it was. I should have $57 left in here. Let's see if I did it. 50, 5, 6, and 7. Super, super excited about the bedroom. I can't wait to do a video once I have the curtains and everything in there. It is absolutely amazing. Let's go ahead and put the home category away, and let's get our stickers put in our calendar for that. So our purchases happened on the 5th and the 6th. Right here, the 5th and the 6th. So I bought the paint on the 5th. And then I bought the pillows and a couple little decor things on the 6th. There we go. And we recorded both of those. Amazing. And then we have 2 dividers left. We have miscellaneous and fun, and I don't have any stickers for this, so let's double check and make sure it's still all in there. So I show that I deposited $25 and my husband deposited $25, so we should have $50. So we've got 20, 40, 45, and 50. So we've still got that. If we can keep this intact for the entire month, this is going to be going on vacation with us as well. And then I've got my bank envelope. This is some money that needs to go into the bank. And for example, this is the $30 that I just spent on gas last night. I just pulled up to the pump, put my card in, and then this is going to go right back into that account where it came out of. So those are my expenditures. Let's go ahead and put 0 down for miscellaneous and fun. And then we had no unbudgeted expenses. So way to go there. I do want to remind you, if you didn't see my setup page, what my goals are for this month. I want I want 20 no spend days total, no unbudgeted, an extra $200 to our debt snowball, and an extra $200 to our vacation fund. Normally, whatever extra we have goes to our debt snowball. However, since we have our big vacation coming up next month, I decided to cap that snowball amount at $200, and anything extra we've got is going to go into our vacation fund. Now, if we have money left over when we are done with vacation, we will, of course, put that right into our debt snowball. And then over here, this is my financial thoughts, things and stuff. I am making a couple changes, so I've added this. In the future months, I'm going to change my food to $700, and I'm going to take that extra $100, and I am going to put it into an out-of-town food shopping category. This could either be for eating out, or it could be for going grocery shopping, because for those of you guys that have watched my channel for a while, you know the shopping here is not amazing. And there is only one grocery store, so I do like to do some stockpile shopping when I am out of town. Now let's talk no spends. So we obviously spent on the 30th. The bill stickers do not count in my mind because I have to pay my bills. So the first I didn't spend anything. Now it looks like the first had all kinds of holidays on it. The second was a no spend for me. The third was a no spend. Obviously, the 4th, I went out of town. The 5th and the 6th, I was working on my bedroom remodel. And so I've got Friday the 7th was a no spend. And Saturday the 8th. And then yesterday on the 9th, I had to get gas and I got myself a drink. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days so far. That's a little bit lower than I normally have at this point. And of course it is because I went out of town and I was doing that remodeling. So we've got 5 days so far. Now let's go ahead and talk about our Saveopoly. I'm going to close this one up. We're going to change it over to our Happy Planner. Here's my Happy Planner right here. And this is the sheet that I always use to put behind to make sure that I don't color on something I don't want to. So today is 5/10. We do Saveopoly twice a month, or I'm sorry, every 2 weeks. So every now and then there are 3 rolls for the month. This I got from Marlene and I. It is just a printable. And let me scoot you guys out a little bit further so you can see it. There we go. So it is a printable that you can get from Marlene and I, like I said, and it does come in color. However, I don't have a printer at all. It is on the list, and it's really starting to drive me crazy. It makes me want to run out and buy one right now, but of course, it's not on the list yet. I don't and haven't saved anything for it yet. I need to make that a priority, and maybe after vacation that will move up to the top. So for 5/10, we're going to go ahead and roll our 2 dice. Let's see, on 4/26, we were on chance. So we started right here on chance. We're going to go ahead and roll our dice. And we rolled a 7. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We landed on $15. And that is from the railroad. So we are going to go ahead and put today's date, 5/10. I cannot write a 0 on this paper. I already erased a 0 up there and the 0 there. we're going to go ahead and highlight this and highlight this square here. And I am not doing a very good job coloring that. Then we're going to go ahead and talk about how we're going to get this $15. So what we're going to do is my husband and I are each going to put $5 from our allowance. He doesn't know this yet, but he is. And then we're going to pull $5 out of fun and miscellaneous. So let me pull $5 out of mine. And I will grab my husband's here in just a little bit from him. And I want to make sure I write this down because if I don't, then I am going to be lost. So on 510, we've got Savopoly. We like to challenge ourselves with this because we want to, I'm trying to add $5 instead of take it away. And I didn't erase very good. We want to spend less money out of our envelopes. And this is one way that we can do that by having ourselves use our envelope money for Savopoly. It has helped immensely. And we had started the Savopoly Fund with the idea that we would be taking a date night or a date weekend. We have spent Savopoly money on a family trip of snow machining, and that was a few months ago or a couple months ago. So we did take a little bit of that out. Let me go ahead and grab my Savopoly out so we can see exactly where we're at. So our Savopoly needs a new card, and I actually have new cards in here. Yay me, I finally did that. And these are just index, I can't even talk. These are just index cards from the Family Dollar. I'm just going to go ahead and write Savopoly up here. And then I'm going to write how much we started out with. And we started out with $162. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And then we are going to go ahead and put today's date. And today's date is 5/10. And we are going to write deposit. We're adding $15 this week. And so that should give us $177. All right, there is another $5 from my husband's allowance. So let's make sure we've got $177. 150, 60, 65, 70, 75, 76, and 77. So $177. I absolutely love the savings challenges. I'm trying to keep them minimal because we are on our debt payoff journey, as you guys know. But I love the Budget Moms concept where you can pay off debt and save money as well. So that is who we follow. We do follow some of Dave Ramsey's concepts as well, but certainly not all of them. So our Savopoly money is all good to go. I'm going to put that back where it belongs. And then I did want to talk to you guys about my newest challenge. I had mentioned this before, and if you follow me on Instagram, I also have it as one of my monthly goals. This is a calendar that I made up to go with the chart or with the tracker. And so this is May 2021 calendar, and it's got my little ribbons on here, and it's got a paisley design behind. So I want to tell you guys a funny story right now. I don't know if you can tell on camera or not. I printed this calendar for myself, and I still had 2020 on there. I don't know why. I even named it 2020 and everything, so I didn't want to waste the piece of paper. So I just went ahead and whited it out and drew the one in to the best of my ability to match this. And so this calendar right here is going to be available on my Etsy shop. It is a little bit different. I got rid of the notes section and I just left the goal, and I got rid of this ribbon right here. I have the entire calendar for the rest of the year for 2021, also a 5-week calendar so that you can make it work for anything without the dates. So my goal is going to be, so let's talk about this. So this is my cancer walk is what I'm doing. I did a fundraiser and I believe I raised over $300. And it is a 40-mile walk for May. Now, I do a lot of my walking when I am at work. And there are times when I'm able to take a 15-minute walk, things like that. And I am going to be able to get way more than 40 miles. But I'm also tracking it by my Fitbit. So I'm including every single movement that I make throughout the day. So in order to make a good stretch goal for myself, I decided that I needed to walk way more than 40 miles. And so I am actually going to almost quadruple that. I am going to have a goal of 150 miles in May. So let's talk about what I've done so far. I'm going to go ahead, and the reason why I did this for myself is because I found when I was tracking my steps last month, I had a hard time adding it all up. So the good thing is with this, I'm going to be able to just write on each day how many miles I walked. And so I walked 2.43 miles on the first, on the second, 2.47 miles. On the third, I did 7.09 miles. On the fourth, I did 5.32 miles. On the fifth, I did 3.6 miles. On the seventh, I did 4.29 miles. The eighth, or okay, so I just realized something else. I had printed this and then I realized I did something else wrong. So this is an old version and I didn't print myself a new version. So this is the 6th right here and the 7th. I'm going to go ahead and print a new one because I have to. I had missed when I made the calendar putting the 6th in there. And so it messes up the rest of the days. So these are the miles that I had recorded so far. And I need to look at my phone to see what the 7th, 8th, and 9th were. So on my channel, like I said, I'm keeping it real. I should have printed myself another one and I didn't, but we're going to roll with it right now. We're going to go ahead and print a new one before the new weekly check-in, and I will rewrite this. But I do want to let you guys know what I've done so far. So we were on the 6th for 4.29 miles. Then on the 7th, I walked 6.06 miles. And on the 8th, I walked 5.93 miles. And on the 9th, I walked 4.88 miles. Let's add up and see where I'm at so far. I did 2.43 miles plus 2.47 miles plus 7.09 plus 5.32 plus 3.6 plus 4.29 plus 6.06 plus 5.93 plus 4.88. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and write a total right here. I am at 4207. And if we think about it, we've got 1, 2, 3 more weeks. And this was a little bit more than a week. So if we get about 40 miles, well, let's see, actually, if we take 150 and we divide that by 4, we need 37.5 miles per week. So I am on track for my goal. Now, let's look at the next sheet because I just think it's so very pretty. So there's the calendar, and I apologize, you guys. It is fixed and will be fixed on my Etsy shop. This is my fundraiser tracker. Now, I know some fundraisers are in miles and some are in steps. So I created 2. I am not going to be using the step one. I am going to be using the mile one. And of course, I have a goal of 150 miles. And on the sheet right here, I have done 6 by 7. And so I have got 42 spots. And so for me, for my goal, to make it easy, I am going to go ahead and do 4 miles for each of these. So it's going to represent 4 miles. And today we said our total, should have looked at this or put it in the calculator before I flipped it, was 4207. Well, that makes it easy. That's easy, right? 4 miles, 42. So we are going to be able to color in 10 of these. So I'm going to go ahead and let you guys listen to some music while I get my coloring.
I don't belong in the desert. I've never longed for someone's hand. But when you came straight from nowhere, one minute I was over that. We saw the world from the same perspective, though I was there to breathe again. And I went straight for what you wanted, through the desert there and back again.
That is how I am going to color mine. Of course, with the paisleys, if you are an artist and you like to color, these could turn out absolutely gorgeous. Let me go ahead and zoom you guys in so you can see how pretty that little graphic is. It's just so pretty. So you could color all kinds of things for that. Now, I went ahead and started with pink ribbons for this week. And I know that pink is the breast cancer color. I, of course, am doing a cancer walk for the entire month of May. It's not just for breast cancer. It is for all forms of cancer. So in the comments below, I would like for you guys to let me know what you would like me to color this next week, what color it is, and what form of cancer that ribbon signifies. I just think this turned out so beautiful. I'm so excited to be helping raise money for a cause that has touched so many of our lives. And that is going to be it for me today, everybody. I want to thank you for joining me today. And if you've made it all the way to the end, I want you to put a little succulent or a plant emoji to let me know that you stayed with me till the end. All right, everybody, make sure you check out tomorrow for Transfer Tuesday so you can see how much we're able to put towards our debt and anything else we decided to do with our money. Have an amazing day, and until tomorrow, bye for now.